You don't remember having a conversation about trying to sell Giovanni?
What? No.
No.
I would never sell my child.
Okay, my armrest.
Okay.
Here, relax.
Calm yourself down.
Calm down.
The car, not even realizing she's in the back seat.
Yeah.
That's happened before.
A mother is supposed to protect, to care, to put her child's safety above all else. But tonight, we're diving into cases that prove not every mother deserves that title. From abandoning newborns in locked cars to selling their own children, these women shattered the very idea of motherhood.
You understand the picture I'm painting?
Call Uncle Frog.
Tears won't erase the damage, and playing the victim won't undo the crime. Please stay tuned to watch these shocking cases unfold on Cop's Dream.
The whole situation, what are you upset about?
I don't know what it is. I didn't call the police.
Okay, he said you were yelling. What were you yelling about?
I mean, you have to talk to him. I don't know why he called
So, my partner's gonna go in there and...
Some people just can't take a hint. When you're told to leave, it's usually best to walk away. But for one woman, that was simply not an option. On September 13th, 2024, officers were dispatched to remove an unruly patron who had been causing a disturbance inside a bar in Alsip, Illinois. When officers approached, instead of cooperating, she was already in full meltdown mode.
Bar that nobody here has any idea what she's talking about.
Okay.
And she's being very, very loud. Plus, we just want her out of here.
Okay.
If I have to sign complaints, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm retired. I'm retired.
All right. No, nothing physical happened. No
Nothing
threats.
physical happened. Just I don't know what's wrong. She's complaining about something.
You don't know what's wrong? I'm going to let him explain it to you, and I'm going to sit over there while I finish my notes.
I'm actually gonna have you come outside with me.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sounds amazing.
And then my partner will be in to get all the...
Sounds amazing.
Okay, let's step outside.
Yeah, how about you take the information because it's going to be different,
Okay,
and
no,
I'll
we
sit
can step
outside with
outside.
them.
No.
I won't step outside, but as a girl, they're going to tell you something else.
Well, that's why I'm talking to you outside.
No, I'll be outside. You talk to him because
I'll talk to you
the
outside.
lady information
All
will
right,
be different.
let's go outside. All right, what's going on today? What happened?
I came in here to talk to the bar manager.
Okay. Okay.
Inside the bar.
No, we're not. They don't want you inside, ma'am. Okay. We're gonna step down there.
You're going to live. You'll be fine.
All right. So you were here the other day? You said you were here
What
the
can
other
I
day?
do for you?
I need to know what happened. The whole situation. What are you upset about?
I don't know what it is. I didn't call the police.
Okay, he said you were yelling. What were you yelling about?
I mean, you have to talk to him. I don't know why he called
So
you.
my partner's gonna go in there and talk.
You should do it because girls have better ears. And it's going to sound real stupid
so
the
what
way he
happens-
says it. There's already a fucking complaint with the bar manager from 2 days ago.
What's the complaint?
The bar manager who asked him to text.
Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to talk to you. He's going to talk to them.
I'll be right here. I have nothing to say.
We're
I
going
didn't
to
call the
switch.
police.
Okay, can I see your ID?
I don't have ID.
What's your name?
I'm going to sit down.
I need your name.
Understood. I'm going to sit down on that log over there.
After I get your name.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to sit down right here then. How's
Okay,
that?
perfect. That's perfect. What's your first name?
I didn't file any complaint, so I don't know what the complaint is, but here I am. So you got to go talk to that guy. I don't know what the complaint is.
He said he wants, he's willing to sign complaints. He just wanted her
For
out
what?
right
Why
now.
don't you ask him what reason?
With
Make
them.
sure you talk to the old guy who's right in front of the door. He'll explain everything.
Well, the one behind
Because
the
nobody
bar
calls
is...
the cops at bars. That guy's a fucking pussy.
Okay, what's your first name?
I will not call the police, and I will not talk, period.
You don't want to give me your name?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I know, I didn't file a police complaint, so I'm good, I'm chilling.
That's fine.
Hello.
This lady, apparently, somebody in the bar gave her phone. She walked out without paying, apparently. Somebody in the bar gave her phone number to somebody who ended up calling her, and none of us have any idea what she's talking about. I think she's mentally ill. There's something not right with her. She's claiming that people are stalking her, this and that, this and that. Told her to leave 3 times. She's calling everybody, "F you, you're a what do you call you, polo boy or some shit." We just want her out of here.
I'm going to sit in the shade.
No, you're going to stay right here.
Well, we're going to walk together in the shade. I'm not going to sweat my dick off. You can walk first. It's up to you.
Fine, okay. Apparently,
Talk to the bar manager. I filed a complaint 2 days ago.
alright, so well, whoever that guy is I talked to.
Oh, was?
Apparently, causing a scene, I guess, inside.
What, because
They
why?
don't want... Apparently, you were being very vulgar with everyone in
Because
there.
why?
You were saying a lot of obscenities.
So what? That's not against law.
Well, this is a private business. If they don't want you in there, you
So
can't
what
be in
about
there.
it?
You're no longer welcome back.
Oh no, I'm so f***ing sad.
As the officers attempted to get a clear picture of what was happening, she refused to provide identification, dismissed their questions, dragging out the encounter with more erratic complaints. Under Ohio Revised Code 2921.29, failure to identify oneself to law enforcement during an investigation can be charged as a misdemeanor, carrying fines of up to $150.
He can't bar me. No, I don't. Call the bar manager. I have a complaint from 2 days ago. I got stalked, harassed by 3 men. Subsequently, since that day, call the bar manager. And I came back today because my phone was missing, and I called today, and somebody got my phone number, and this woman who harassed me on Tuesday called my telephone. Screen recorded, saved. Call the bar manager. And I came in here to follow up to tell her, after my 2-page letter from 2 days ago, that sexually assaulted on camera unwillingly won that felony case. Nobody knows that here. I shouldn't have to say it. And this puss motherfucker is I'm like, hey, can you please call the bartender, the bar manager? And he was like, he knows me. I come in here and I order food on my days off. I'm super chill. I mind my business. The 2 old guys know me, not Mr. Polo. Suck my dick. I don't give a because he made fun of me. Well, I said, don't you all have daughters? I got stalked in broad daylight yesterday for 30 minutes on my way home. Here, because this woman got my phone number somehow, and I want to know who the fuck gave it to her. Period. That's all I'm saying. Free to go? Free to go? Oh, you don't want to hear about my stalker? Or the woman who got my phone number somehow in the bar and then calls me, and I've had 3 random phone calls harassing me in the last 3 days, and I've been telling my friends, and I have screen recordings.
Yeah, just we go. Just can't come back.
That's not what I asked. I want to file charges. That woman illegally in broad daylight, and everybody knows it. And I already fucking filed paperwork 3 days ago here on 2 full pages. Those 2 men sitting at the bar heard the whole thing. They know the whole story.
You got your ID? We'll help you out with that.
That's not how.
Okay.
Can I file a police report?
Do you have an ID on you?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah, I'll show you when you pull out your pen and paper.
You're free to go.
I'll walk to the police station. I don't
That's
give a
fine. You're gonna have
Did
to
you
get
hear
your
what I
ID
said? I have it right
card.
here.
Okay, I'll take it.
Do you want 3 or 4 of them? Pen and paper. I'm ready when you are. You want my social?
I just need your driver's license.
Are you sure? Do you want this credit card
I'll take your driver's license.
with my name on it? Do you want this venture card? I'll tell you.
You'll tell me your name?
Absolutely. Are you listening to the words
Well,
coming out of
yeah,
my
so
mouth?
it was recorded that you told me you were...
What are you going to file a police report for? Which part?
You're saying that you were beaten and sexually harassed. So would you like to file a police report?
You weren't listening to any of the words that came out of
Okay,
my mouth.
what's your first name?
What are you going to file? What can I file? No, I'm not giving my name without knowing what I can file charges on.
Then you're free to leave, miss. We're not gonna play these semantics.
Are you f***ing kidding me? Semantics?
Yeah. You're not being very nice to us. If you need our help,
Oh
You gotta
my
be nice to
God.
us.
I have been beaten unconscious, and then some woman gave my phone number out, and then I was stalked in broad daylight coming to get my telephone back. These 2 men know what I'm talking about. I said it in front of a room full of people. I wrote a 2-page letter about how dangerous. I illegally obtaining my fucking telephone number and giving it to men, and then I got stalked less than 24 hours later.
Okay.
I have a witness. I reported it
Where'd you report it at?
to my friends, and it's reported in text.
So did you report it to a police department?
I came here today to finish reporting all the things that have been happening to me.
Okay.
These men know.
Okay.
where did it all happen at? No, we're not doing this.
Nobody's
Lady.
fucking talking to you.
Lady, you're free to
Lady
go.
man,
You gotta leave, or else
please
you're gonna get
talk to
arrested.
the bar manager.
No.
It is a real thing. Please fucking believe me and don't leave a girl out here hanging. I literally got stalked in broad daylight out here. It's not funny, and I'm so serious, and you would be just as upset with me. Oh my God, are you kidding?
Eventually, the officers gave her a choice: leave the property or face legal consequences. That should have been the end of it, but instead she pushed the situation even further, remaining defiant despite multiple warnings. Under Ohio Revised Code 2911.0.21, criminal trespassing applies when someone refuses to leave a location after being lawfully ordered to do so. This charge can result in up to 30 days in jail, a $250 fine, and a permanent ban from the premises. Still, she wouldn't budge.
You're free to go.
You just can't come back here, you'll be arrested.
I'm filing a police report.
I asked for your
Listen,
identification.
they unwillingly released my personal information to my home. Nobody has my phone number. There's only 2 people that have it. And 1 man who I've gotten 3 phone calls about in the last 2 days. My friend who I told about me being stalked yesterday, who took me out of my house so I wouldn't be stalked in broad daylight. And I came back to report the ever seen, who said something really weird and dangerous out loud and put my life in danger, literally.
What did she say?
Had left a message. It's in writing. There's 2 pages. Contact the bar manager. 2 pages, front and back. Contact the bar manager.
Okay.
I had a voicemail from 25 minutes after I left this place. Who has my phone number? Nobody. Who gave that woman my phone number?
Okay, where was the phone taken?
Not here.
Okay.
Everybody knows it. It was in my friend's car, dead.
Okay.
This person, this woman who is an employee in this business, somehow got my phone number against my will.
Is there proof that she was the one that did it?
Yeah. Want me to fucking play it back for you? I'll play it on camera.
They want you off the property.
Let's go. Let's go. I'll play it for you every fucking minute of the day.
Okay.
Yeah, stand still. Hold still.
All right, they want you off the property.
It's an employee. It's not some random human. This is somebody I trust. I give my money to. I eat dinner here, and they somehow obtained my personal information without my permission, and then called me. How? And then I got stopped the next day after sitting here. I'm not even kidding. I'm not fucking kidding. And I got 3 random telephone calls from 3 different men who I've never talked to, who were saying like, "Oh, is this Lisa?" Well, we heard something happen with like.
Is that your first name, Lisa?
Bitch, I fucking told you before.
No, you didn't.
I sure did.
Okay.
How do you not defend women? So ridiculous. That's wild as. Are you ready? Do you want to listen? You want to put it up to your camera?
After we get off the property.
No, that's not how it works.
It is how it works.
It's not.
You can be arrested.
I'm reporting a crime right now.
Are you
Not even
refusing to
telling
leave
us
the
who you are.
property?
I'm reporting a crime, and that's what I was doing when I went.
Additionally, her refusal to cooperate turned a simple removal into a resisting arrest charge under Ohio Revised Code 2921.33. This offense carries potential penalties of up to 180 days in jail and a $1,000 fine, making it a costly way to prove a point.
No money, I'm poor as fuck, and I just got stalked yesterday, and I'm terrified.
Okay.
You want to listen? You don't want to listen to the evidence?
Property.
Are you secondary crime to the one I already reported on paper? Please, I will sit down, contact the bar manager.
No, we're not calling.
Contact the bar manager. I already reported a crime here 2 days ago, and I came back because I discovered another one. And I got stalked yesterday for 15 minutes out of your business. Please contact the bar manager.
How do you expect us to help you?
There's a 2-page letter from the Wednesday the 11th. Please, read the bar manager's letter.
Lady, you can't be here. Go to the
I'm
street.
waiting for your fucking supervisor to answer.
Let's go to the street here
I'm
because
waiting
you
for
can't
your
be on this
supervisor
property.
to answer.
Answer what,
This
ma'am?
is the second crime I'm reporting.
What's the crime?
I'm not repeating myself. You both heard it.
You to leave the
It's
property.
very traumatic to continue reporting crimes. You know what I'm
Are you
saying?
going to leave the property, ma'am?
Are you de-escalating or escalating?
Okay. Go ask if they'll sign complaints.
Yeah, fucking let them. Are you literally?
I asked you what the
Can
crime
please
was. You don't want to
explain
tell.
You have a sister? You don't have a sister? Tell him what I said. It's traumatic repeating
Complaint
crimes.
signed.
Yeah? Okay. Stand up, ma'am. You're under arrest.
Let's go. I'll be in there forever.
Put your hands behind your back.
Hold on. Don't be weird.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not fighting you. I just got my bait. First of all, I just give me my bait. Give me my. That's my property. That's my property.
I'll give you your thing.
That's my property. That's my property.
You're also under arrest. You're also being charged with resisting, by the way.
Oh, there we go. Good.
I had just dislocated my arm in
I told you you
December.
were under arrest. You wanted to pull away from me.
I just dislocated this
Okay.
arm in December.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. It's not a police report because I got assaulted. I got knocked unconscious. I got taken to the hospital and did a rape kit. Tell the whole bar that.
I'll tell her.
Let's bring her
I'm
on.
not kidding. Look it up, please.
You're no longer allowed in.
I don't care. I literally said I'll go. That's so weird. Not the one who explained to him what happened to me.
Jade, check them cuffs. Make sure they're tight enough so you don't get out of them.
Make them real good and tight. Make them tighter. Make them real tight. Go for it. Make them all the way tight. That's so fucking wild. That's so fucking wild. This fucking woman, I hate women. What the f? Tell your boss what I'm such a pussy. Who calls the cops to the bar?
Proceed in the squad
Thank
car,
you.
okay?
Can you turn the air on too, please?
We will turn it on.
Appreciate you. Thanks a lot, buddy. Fucking weirdos. Make sure they're good and tight for this 120-pound woman. Fucking nuts.
In the end, all the arguing, accusations, and stalling led to just one outcome: a ride in the back of a police car and a list of charges that could have easily been avoided. Some people walk away with dignity. Others, well, they let pride do the talking until reality catches up.
AC's on. I know she's good. So that's what I was thinking. I parked close to the store. I was trying to go as fast as possible.
Listen, take a deep breath. We'll cover all this in a second. Right now, I'm just getting everybody's contact information.
Yeah.
But we can go over. We'll go over.
They say a mother's love knows no bounds, but what happens when a mother's recklessness puts her own child in danger? On May 3, 2021, officers in Palm Coast, Florida were called to a Publix parking lot after a bystander noticed something disturbing: a newborn baby left alone in a running car. The witness, concerned for the child's safety, immediately alerted store employees, who wasted no time in notifying the authorities.
I wasn't even in there for more than 5 minutes. It really was not that long. I watched her come out. I literally watched that lady come out. And then I ran in, and I just got a handful of things. I was not in there that long.
5 minutes, your best guess, you're thinking?
I'd 5 to 7, not
Okay.
more than,
All right,
more
that's
than,
what I'm just
not
trying to
even
figure
close
out.
to 10, I don't even think.
Okay.
It was not that long. So that's why.
When officers arrived, they found exactly what they feared: a vulnerable infant left in an unlocked vehicle, open to heat exposure, medical emergencies, or even car theft.
No, she's totally fine.
Okay. All right.
Good. She wasn't crying whenever I came out. She's
I just wanted to ask to make sure.
Yeah, she's okay. I know she's fine.
All right. Would you mind? Hey.
I mean,
Can you give me a second, please?
The door, I did check on her.
Would you mind just sitting by my car?
Yes. I just would prefer to keep her in there because of the air conditioning.
That's fine. That makes sense. That's why I just wanted to make sure before I talk to everybody. Okay. Hi there. I just don't want everybody to hear each other. That's all. God, M&M's are the best. No, I wish I could take one. I'm sorry, sweetheart, I can't. So what happened? So what'd you see?
So the car is very loud, so I took notice of the car. I went in, I did my shopping, I came back out, and when I was coming this way, I noticed there was movement in the car, and I was looking, and I'm like, there's a baby in the car.
How much time had passed between?
I had gone in, done some shopping. My alarm went off at 4, I don't know, something like that. I was in there at least 15 minutes. She read a book, came back out, noticed the baby in the car, and then I tried to look in the car enough to see if there was anybody else in the car, and then I got the people from Publix over here. They went in and got their manager, and then their manager. So I mean, it's been a while.
How long do you think?
At least 30 minutes.
Okay.
Since I got here, at least.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you just cannot leave your baby in a car.
I understand the concern, absolutely.
You would get in more trouble with a dog. You don't leave them in the car either.
How's your day been, sweetheart?
Good. I went to school.
Is school good? Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, Mondays aren't very fun.
The worst thing is when she came out, she was all happy and excited and hi, everything's fine.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you do that at a bar too? Do you, do this often? I'm like, in a car.
I understand your concern. All right.
But isn't it also illegal?
Yeah, there's very specific statute on neglect, so
okay.
I'm still trying to figure everything out, okay?
Thanks.
All right. Who was the Publix employee that helped you out?
The manager lady. Not him. That's the other manager, but it was the blonde-haired manager lady.
Okay. All right, but you
think
it was about 30 minutes for you guys?
At least 30 minutes, yes.
And you said the car was running during the whole time?
The car is running. The car's running the whole time.
Okay.
But she's also drinking a bottle.
Yeah.
Baby's choked.
Right.
Nobody there to help her.
Well, it shouldn't have been left alone in the parking lot.
No, not at all. But,
all right.
I mean, her thinking is so young.
I could imagine your frustration. Do you have... Sorry? Yeah. I got your ID still. Oh yeah, just give me, I just gotta add you to the call real quick. Do you have your ID with you? If you want to check on her, you don't have to stay by the car. I just like to keep everybody separate just to avoid arguments.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely was not trying to argue with her.
No, you're fine. But yeah, if you want to check on her, that's fine. All right, I appreciate it.
Okay.
I've got some work to do, but in case I need a statement or something from you, I'll reach out, okay?
Okay. Okay, not a problem.
Thank you very much.
Not matter. She just got to know that she can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Good luck.
It didn't take long for the child's mother to return, but instead of acknowledging the gravity of the situation, she was more concerned with defending her actions. However, witness statements and security footage painted a different picture.
So how long do you think you were shopping for?
I wasn't even in there for more than 5 minutes. Like, it really was not that long. I watched her come out. Like, I literally watched that lady come out, and then I ran in, and I just got a handful of things. Like, I was not in there that
like
long.
5 minutes, like your best guess, you're thinking?
I'd like 5 to 7, like not more than
All right, that's what I'm just trying to figure out.
Close to 10. I don't even think. Like, it was not that long. So that's why, like, I genuinely didn't think anything was gonna happen. But I also didn't know that it was against the law. So.
Well, it's not that simple, but there is statute against, obviously.
Like, in my head, I'm like, okay, the car's on, AC's on. I know she's good, like, so that's what I was thinking. I parked close to the store. I was trying to go as fast as possible.
Listen, take a deep breath. We'll cover all this in a second. Right now, I'm just getting everybody's contact information.
Yeah.
But we can go over. We'll go over what happened, what could have happened, and what should have happened in a second. Okay? How's it going, guys?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
I don't know how long the baby was in there or not. One of our associates was the one that called.
Okay.
But just FYI, she actually knows the girl and said that there's potentially a DCF case open already on her.
Okay.
So that might be something.
If you had to guess what that had to do with, what do you think that was?
All I know is that it's most likely like her baby daddy's family is like coming out to get them, so she can't like post anything that has to do with the baby because you know they're saying
so
we have cameras, so maybe we can give you a timeline of how long
that would be helpful. Yeah, because I was given 2 very different times.
Yeah, my assistant's in there right now. I'll go get with him and I'll get his exact time.
Yeah, roughly what time she went in, what time she came out. Yeah,
absolutely.
That would be very helpful.
They were arguing, so I guess the associate called the lady that witnessed it, said, "Can you please call 911 right now?" She left the baby in the car. So.
All right. Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
Timeline real quick.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Good news. Our department hasn't on many of them do.
Yeah, we appreciate it. It helps us out a lot.
Under Florida Statute 3166135, leaving a child under 6 years old alone in a vehicle is a criminal offense, especially when the situation presents a clear danger. Violators can face fines, mandatory parenting courses, and even jail time. In cases where a child is exposed to significant harm, charges can escalate to child neglect under Florida Statute 827.03, a felony offense carrying up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine.
What happened in detail, and because of the nature of this call and the potential for it to be criminal, I want to read you your rights before I ask you anything.
Okay.
All right, well, that's just how these things go. If there's any chance that a crime could have been committed, we can't talk to you about it unless we read you your rights, okay? All right. All right, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney, have him or her with you now or any time during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. If at any time you wish to stop talking or have an attorney present, all questioning will be stopped at your request. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
With these rights in mind, are you willing to talk to me? Okay.
Well, I guess. I mean, is that what I'm supposed to say? It's just that
it's entirely up to you. I
understand the aspects of everything, but it's like I don't think it's enough criminal to take you to jail. So it's like I hope that it's going to be.
But it's important that if I ask you about any of this, that you understand these rights.
Yeah.
You understood what I read to you?
Yeah.
And with those rights in mind, are you willing to talk to me about it?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. So I understand. Walk me through it. You came here. I don't know. What did you come for? What was going on? Would you mind walking me through it?
I picked her up from daycare, and I I just needed to pick up some pasta and another option for dinner. My fiance wanted some pasta, so I picked up some pasta, and then I was getting something for dinner as well.
Okay.
He does construction, so he just wanted something to fill up his stomach. So I was just getting pasta really quick, and then I was getting something for dinner. So I just ran in there, and I was figuring out what I was going to get for dinner after I got the pasta, and I figured it out really quick, and then I was waiting at checkout for just a little bit for a line, like just waiting to see what would clear up, and then I went to the checkout line.
Okay, how much time do you think the whole thing took?
At most maybe 10 minutes, and that's like really, like I wouldn't say anything more than that. And it's like I was thinking less than 10, but it's like I'm saying maybe 10, just like with waiting for a spot and stuff.
Amount of time. If you had to leave your kid alone in the parking lot like that, what do you think would be a right amount of time?
I try and I would want it to be at least not less than 10, 5 at most, you know? Like nothing, really quick in and out.
You understand the vulnerability of cars locked? I can tell you right now, if that car was locked and I want to get inside, I'd be inside that car in less than 10 seconds.
And that's why I know, yeah. I mean, if anybody wanted to take her, of course, yeah, they would have, with it being locked, they would have found a way, 100%. But it was locked and the air conditioner was on, so I did try and make sure it was as safe as possible.
Alright, but you understand why someone driving by would be concerned?
100%.
Okay.
I 100%. That's why whenever she was talking to me, I mean, you saw she's coming, I totally get it.
Alright.
And that's why I'm a little emotional right now, because the idea of anything happening to my daughter is obviously very, traumatizing, so it's just a scary thought.
Okay, so you picked her up from daycare, you came here.
Yes.
You needed another ingredient for dinner, it was pasta and something else.
Yeah.
You parked here, you immediately walked inside.
Mm-hmm.
You were in there, got what you needed, came to the register, you think it was no more than...
Planned on it being less, but I wasn't sure exactly, everything that I was going to get. So as soon as I figured out what I was going to get, I had to run to the other side of the store, because I got chicken for fajitas. The stuff for that is on this side of the store, so I had to go all the way back to this side, and that's what took me the longest. So yeah, I just ended up having to go all over the store.
And what was the condition of the vehicle when you left?
I left it on with the air conditioner on, locked, and I had her Coco Melon playing, and she had her, and it was on, parked right here.
So you kept, the key was turned to the ignition and you had your own backup key?
I don't have a backup key.
So how were you to unlock it?
This door doesn't lock. My front door actually doesn't lock. This one.
So is it broken?
It's a little messed up. Yes.
So there's not an option to lock the front door?
Not this one, but the rest of them do.
All right.
With all the evidence stacked against her, the officers had little choice but to take her into custody. While she was processed at the station, officers ensured the child was safely handed over to the only other available guardian, her fiancé.
Clear. She was in the car, and the car was running with the front door, the driver's seat unlocked.
Yes, sir.
So essentially, at any moment, anybody could have got in the car and drove off with a brand new car and a child.
They could have.
But for all we knew, maybe they just wanted the car and not even realize that she's in the back seat.
Yeah.
That's happened before.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be emotional.
You understand the picture I'm painting, how this could have resulted.
100%.
All right. Did anything change from your conversation? Okay. All right. You said your fiance's at home.
No, he's not. He's at work right now.
Till when?
He's been since her birthday's in June. He's working late hours. He was gonna have me make the pasta, and he was gonna pick it up and go back to work. So.
All right. That's fine. We can figure that out.
He probably wasn't made.
Well, we gotta contact him. For now, I need you to put your things down.
Okay.
I need to put your bag and your drink on the car. Okay.
Okay.
Including your bag here. I need you to put your hands behind your back.
Okay,
You're gonna be coming with me.
my phone's gonna die.
We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Heavy. right, do you have anything on you besides your phone? Is there anything sharp on you?
No, sir. Only my phone's on me. Oh, well, my earrings, of course, but that's it.
Okay. All right, who can take care of her if you come with us?
My fiance can come home from, my fiance will have to come from work. Like, I don't have anybody except for him.
All right, I need you to come back this way, okay? Would you mind just sitting with her? All right, I just need you to lean up against the back of the vehicle here. All right, spread your feet, please.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna take your phone out.
Yeah.
All right. All right, I'm gonna get the AC moving back here. So it may be hot right now, but it's not gonna be in a second, okay?
I don't know his number by heart, so...
Is it in your phone?
It is, but it's on 2%. So if you want me to unlock it and you can write it down real quick.
No, it's about to put in my number.
Sorry. Okay.
That's it right there?
Yes.
All right, just sit tight real quick.
This case is a stark reminder that some mistakes carry heavier consequences than others. While the mother may have assumed her actions were harmless, the law doesn't gamble with a child's safety.
Still on, yeah. That's what we're gonna have to call her fiance. She's got 2%, so I'm gonna call my phone. I was just gonna need somebody to stand by with the little one for now. Hey, sweetheart. You're okay. You're okay. You're a pretty little lady. Hello. Hi, this is Deputy Summers of Fire County Sheriff's Office. Hi there. I believe I'm here with your fiance. I'm sorry, sir. Can I get your name? This is Deputy Summers of Fire County Sheriff's Office. I'm calling in reference to somebody we arrested moments ago. And she has a child with her. And this is the number I was given to contact about who may be able to pick up the child. Because the child was left unattended in the vehicle. After reviewing the footage for the store, it was determined that she was going to be charged with child neglect. It is. We're here with the car, and we're here with the little one. I'm sorry? No, we're at Publix. It's going to be by Belterre and Palm Coast Parkway. Alright, what'd you ask? She's doing fine, yeah. Yeah, she was crying for a second, but she's happy. Your fiance? I just spoke to him. Yeah, that was him. He said he's going to be here in 5 minutes. Alright.
Whether it's intentional recklessness or a moment of thoughtlessness, the end result is the same. Now, she must face the reality that no grocery run is worth trading away her freedom.
It's one of the most precious things in the world. It's priceless. But a Florida mom is accused of putting a price tag on her own baby.
You don't remember having a conversation about trying to sell Giovanna?
What? No. I would never sell my child.
A mother's love is supposed to be unconditional, but what happens when a price tag gets attached? On March 5th, 2024, Jessica Woods was spotted wandering the streets of Palatka, Florida, with her 18-month-old daughter, seemingly struggling to find shelter. Concerned citizens contacted the police after noticing the baby's poor condition and Jessica's unstable behavior.
So they were worried about the baby.
Because she's throwing a tantrum.
No, well, more they wanted to make sure the baby was okay and that you were okay.
I'm fine. I'm trying to find emergency housing.
Here, let's walk over here so we're not right in front of it. We've been talking. So what's the situation? What are you going through right now?
I'm going through a lot.
Like as far as housing, why are you looking for emergency housing?
Because I had a boyfriend who used to beat out of me and I don't want it around my kid.
Okay. So
Lee Conley will not take me.
Lee Conley won't take you?
No, because there was a conflict of interest to where one of their staff members told my husband where I was.
So Lee Conley, you've already dealt with them and they won't take them?
Right. I'm willing to do public assistance, public housing. I'm willing to do Mellon Manor. I don't have a ride.
Well, I know you didn't have a license for a while because we had an issue with that, so I remember that.
If you can please help me in any way.
Well, okay, so I've got our victim's advocate coming out. She's going to talk to you. She's going to bring some stuff for the baby.
Where?
She'll be coming over here. I was just on the phone with her when you walked to the bathroom. Cool, that's all. Okay.
I'm going to be going over to the H&R block.
Well, she's coming over here. She'll be here shortly. She was getting the bag together now. She was trying to figure out, get information on the baby.
I need emergency housing.
She might be able to help you and kind of steer me in the right direction as well. Lee Conley was actually what I was going to try to recommend, but obviously, that's kind of not the.
You know, just because a baby cries doesn't mean that they're in trouble.
No,
I'm sure you have kids.
I do. I have a son and a stepdaughter.
Am I allowed to go to H&R block? Am I allowed to go?
I've got, like I said, I've got our victim's advocate coming out here that's going to try
Can
and
I
get some
sit in the
stuff for the
car or
baby.
something? I'm freezing.
I don't want to sit you in the back of my car or anything, and I can't put you in the front. Let's walk over to this parking lot and buy my car at least, that way we're not out here.
I'm freezing, and I'm quite sure that we're the old people in there. We're the ones who called.
Well, I'm not sure who exactly called. All I know is they called and I came in and spoke with the staff, and they kind of gave me a rundown of the situation.
Yeah, they fed us.
Yeah. So that's at least good. You got some food. The baby got some food.
When officers arrived, they found her in desperate need of housing. She pleaded for help, presenting herself as a struggling mother doing her best in difficult circumstances.
Jessica's daughter had no shoes and no diaper on when her mom was talking to police.
So where have you been staying with the baby?
I've been staying up.
188 Mango Drive?
Is that rescue for my child?
No. They're going to a different call.
I was staying at 188 Mango Drive, and dude was crazy. So I decided, I just left last night.
Okay.
And then, on top of that, can I use the bathroom, please?
What, in Coley's?
No, I feel sick.
Gonna walk back in Coley's and use the restroom real quick.
Can I go in the bathroom? Can I go to the laundry mat? It's warm.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know if there's a... Is there a bathroom in there?
Yeah, I want to get in a place where I can get situated. And, you know, I'm an RN, right? And the only thing I'm waiting for is for my license to be renewed.
By the time Jessica finished using the restroom, more officers were already there.
I'm making me feel great.
Oh, no, okay. Look, don't feel like that.
This is the victim's advocate that I told you I had coming.
Yeah.
No, y'all really making me feel great. And I got more y'all.
No, we have a bunch of stuff for you and the baby. We have bows
I want to
and...
bring you some stuff for you and the babies.
Yeah.
There's nothing, I promise everything. There's food in here. There's actually new clothes for her and stuff. I promise.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to lay it all out right here? That way you can pick, you can change her. I have diapers, I have wipes. Do you need any wipes?
Please.
We have all this in the backpack. Yes,
You can have all this
everything
in the
that's in here
backpack.
that we brought you. Some of it back there.
It's just right now I'm needing a place to stay. She thinks y'all probably trying to take her away from
No,
her
I'm
mommy.
not taking her away from mommy. Jessica, you want some outfit on her? Which one do you want? This one I think is long.
Yeah.
So do you want one of these?
Stop, baby. Please. Please, stop.
So Jessica wasn't arrested at that time, and there was so much we didn't see. A few hours later, we see Jessica's baby again, but without her mom. The woman who brought in the 18-month-old told police a horrifying story of how she winded up with Jessica's baby.
We're gonna take her into the classroom here and have her sit.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We have Catherine coming over as
Catherine's
well.
gonna bring her some clothes and diapers over, but we didn't. I was gonna wipe her off, but we didn't want to wipe her off in case she had to take. I'll come sit with you. Well, I'll come sit with you.
All right.
I've called DCF to John, and he is on. He's gonna be calling me back.
John Cofield?
Yes.
All right, I'll give him a call.
Supervisor.
Thank you.
You have a seat.
Like I have a seat right here?
Yeah, wherever you feel comfortable.
We gave her a lot of attention.
What's this girl's name?
Jessica Woods.
Jessica
Woods.
Woods.
Jessica Woods. Do you
Yes.
know her?
She's a client at my office.
Okay. Thank you so much for doing this. I know that this is way outside of what
I'm a mom first.
I understand. So we really appreciate your help. We're going to get on the phone and we're going to take the steps to make sure that nothing like this happens tomorrow.
First, last night, she came in, I want to say 10 minutes before we was closing, and she had the baby with her. Both of them had no shoes on. The mom.
So,
Her and Jessica walked in, and she asked me could I give her a new Emerald card, because her taxes had dropped, and she left it somewhere or something happened with it. So I got ready to put her stuff in, and I noticed the baby had took her diaper off. And she was like pointing at her private, like it was irritating her or something. So I was like, oh, maybe it's the diaper for her. So she put the diaper back on her. And it wouldn't, you know how the sticky side of the diaper, it wouldn't stick no more. So she like hit her. And was like, you just stupid. You shouldn't have did that. And I was like, what? So I called the police. Then I'm thinking, okay, I'll leave her with the police. They're going to do something about it. She knew one of the officers. His name was DJ. That's what she called him. And I told him, you know, she struck the child and that, you know, we're concerned at this point because every time she brings this the little girl barely have clothes on. So he said he was going to deal with it. We left. This morning I came 7 a.m. The mom, Jessica, was laying on the AC unit. And she was in a Dollar General's buggy. And it was drizzling. She was asleep and the baby was in there hollering. So then I said, do you want me to go to the store and get her some stuff and she can sit in here? And she was like, no. Do you have some money? I said, no, ma'am. I have money to get your daughter stuff. And she was like, no, you could just have.
At that point, officers had no reason to arrest her. Instead, they arranged for a victim's advocate to provide aid, including supplies for her child. Jessica remained free, but her story wasn't over. Hours later, a different call came in, this time from a woman who had encountered Jessica earlier that night. According to the witness, Jessica seriously had offered to sell her child for $500. When the woman refused, Jessica allegedly placed the child on the ground and walked away.
Can I help you? And she said, no, don't worry about it. And she snatched her daughter out the top part and slammed her in the bottom part. Then she went to Dollar General. And that's, I guess, why they had a police report this morning for Dollar General, her throwing stuff on top of the little girl. And she came back to our job. At this point, she's yelling at the customers in there to give her money. I said, ma'am, you gotta leave. Like, you have to leave now. She said, oh, I'm not leaving. And then took her in the bathroom, and she was hitting her. I don't know why. I don't know what she did, or a child can't do anything. But I'm just saying, I don't know what the reason was. And she left out of there. When she left out of there, I called her. She's right there, and she literally pushed the buggy in the road and laughed about it, and then hurried up and grabbed it. And I'm like, is she crazy? So at this point, I'm following her into Dollar General. I told my manager what I was doing. And I seen the police officers. They were like, okay, if she's still out the store, we can charge her. And I'm like, all the stuff she done did this baby, y'all should be charging her for that. So they said it was my word over hers. Okay. She came back I see her walking back. This all today.
Yeah, some of this is from today.
Yes. So she walking past the job with some other girl. And she saying, come here, because I trust you, come here. So I'm like, oh my God. I asked 2 of my coworkers to walk out with me because I don't know what's in somebody's mind. And as I walked over there, she said, I'll give you, if you give me $500 right now, you can have it. I said, have what? She said, have her. And she put her down in the leaves. And I said, are you serious? At this time, the baby got up and she was getting ready to walk in the road. If you know Krill, it's a busy road. So she did it, and I grabbed the baby and I picked her up and I said, I'm not giving. I said, what is too much for you? I said, do you need help? Again, I'm asking you, do you need help? And she said, no, I don't need help. I just don't want the baby.
It's terrible to imagine selling a baby for $500. But honestly, if it wasn't for this woman who brought in the baby safely, who knows what could have happened.
I said, okay. And I got the baby. I was crying. I walked across the street and I tried to wake her up. This should not go on with a child.
We dealt with her this morning. We gave her clothing. We gave her a bag with all kinds of stuff. We called DCF. Yes. DCF went on scene and DCF did their thing and they left. So right now, he was trying to find her to arrest her.
I've been looking for her since I spoke to you earlier.
If you see her head, she hit her. She elbowed her last night.
So that was from last night? Now you keep saying her. What is
Jessica?
Jessica Woods.
Because we did see a bruise on her buttocks and we told DCF, but
That's where I'm at with it. Where you at with it? Like, I don't understand.
Well, we have somebody, a supervisor coming now, and we should be able to take care of it. It will be taken care of right now. But we did make contact with her. Just want to let you know that it's not that we didn't do anything. We did make contact with her.
I knew about.
Our victim advocate gave
Oh, hey. I'm
gave her.
Catherine. Because I gave her what I didn't know what she was allergic to, so I didn't give her no juice. Okay. But she ate a whole big bowl of oatmeal. Okay. And I fed her stuff because she was starving.
Yeah, I assume because earlier this morning they ate Coley's. They had a free meal at Coley's that someone, bought for them. I had taken them. I mean, you've seen the backpack. I slapped it full with
she was trying to sell it.
Yeah. So I put stuff in there, and I even have another sippy cup and stuff. I need to just see. I know she said she's 18 months old, so I need to go out there and get another outfit for her. I will change her up. I will even wash her if I need to, because we have a shower here. Because it's probably going to be a few not, But I don't know if you want to wait here the entire time. I can call John, which is the DCF supervisor.
I just don't want her to have to go through no system.
Oh, absolutely not. There might be a way. He might have to come out and look at your house, or he might. I don't know if you want to stay here. I don't know how long it is. I've been out on a call for 7 hours waiting for DCF, so we can work something out. We'll figure something out.
Now, they was willing to give her the money. They was like, whatever it takes for her to get away. Yeah. I was like, no, we're not enabling her.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I was like, we're not enabling her, and we're not breaking the law for her either.
By the time police were called, Jessica had already disappeared. Now, officers had more than just a case of neglect on their hands. They had a potential case of child trafficking. Under Florida Statute 787.06, any attempt to sell, transfer, or exploit a child is classified as human trafficking, a first-degree felony punishable by life in prison. Even without a completed sale, the act itself was enough to escalate the case to a serious criminal offense.
I can't see how people do it.
No, I have, since I talked to you, I've been trying to find a reason to arrest her. So I was just looking for her right before you showed up here. She stole from the dollar store, and I went to go arrest her, and I talked to the dollar store ladies, and they said, I asked them, I said, does she have a baby with her? And they said no. And that's where I was like, And they said she was mumbling on something about she gave the baby to her sister for the weekend. 10 minutes later, I was doing something in my car, and they called and said you were here with her. And I was like, oh.
Jessica's baby was ultimately turned over to the Department of Children and Families.
Y'all can get my number. I will come right in.
Okay, no, that's fine. Did we get her number?
Yes, it's right here.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So we'll take her back there. We're just going to clean her, take pictures, and make sure she's good. And then DCF will be here.
They were out there when she was trying to sell the baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fluff. I did want to say that I changed her whenever I first got her. It was beyond soil, like
I'm sure, because the last one that gave her a diaper was me at 10:30 this morning.
You're just.
So yeah.
I just wanted to let you know.
No, I appreciate it. I just brought all this other stuff.
She's one of the co-workers she ran up on, giving me a couple of $1,000.
Yeah, that's all in my statement.
Okay.
Yeah, you can keep that, yeah.
Let me see. That one I'm gonna give you this and then I'll carry it.
Can you carry her, or you want me to carry her?
I'm good. Okay. I promise.
That's
Don't
what
worry.
I said.
Okay, you're good. I promise.
I was gonna say I can carry her for you.
Come on, Jean. And I went her out.
Like upon arrival.
We took the blanket.
We'll be right back with it.
The story obviously doesn't end there. 2 days later, police found Jessica and got her side.
Do you understand these rights?
Yes, I do.
Do you waive these rights, and are you willing to talk to me?
Yes. If there's a possibility of these charges being dropped, yes. If I can clear that up, yes. This is bogus. It's false.
Given what allegedly happened, it's hard for her to explain this away.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Okay, how many children do you have?
I have 2.
You have 2.
Yes.
What are those children's names?
One passed away and one you guys have, my daughter.
What's your daughter's name?
Giovanna Chantel Woods. Giovanna was supposed to be returned to me last night by 6 p.m. I got called by the police and told me the DCF got involved. I went and filed my taxes at H&R Block. While I was there, one of the members of my church filed my taxes for me. She asked me if she could keep my daughter overnight. She said she wanted to buy her some clothes. She know I just got out of an abusive marriage and I'm trying to get back on my feet. I just got a stable place to stay. We exchanged numbers. I told her I had to have her back. Okay, the next thing I know, I got served with an order that was stating that I am not allowed to go to H&R Block. And any attempts that I made to contact her, I could not reach her. So when I called the DCF caseworker yesterday, he told me that he was supposed to meet me with my daughter, that for some reason he had her, which I'm not even understanding why, because the H&R Block employee, the one I go to church with, Giovanna, was supposed to be staying the night with her, one night.
Okay, and what?
I can pull off everything in my phone. I know I thought she was a good lady. Apparently her and my sister are working together. She's the black girl with the pink hair.
And you don't know Crystal's last name?
To be honest with you, I'm having an anxiety attack. My child just got taken from me, and I'm a nurse, and I could be losing everything. Like I said, she asked me several times. I told her multiple times, no, I don't like my child to go anywhere. She repeatedly asked me, she said, I can help you with clothing, I can help keep your diapers, please let me help you. One of my friends was there, her name's Kimberly McLeod. She said, Jay, just get the help, you need it right now. I said, one night, only one night. And when she didn't return my call, I told her that I was going to call the police and report my daughter missing if she didn't produce my child.
For the next 2 days, police searched for Jessica. On March 7th, they finally tracked her down, but instead of answers, they got a tangled web of contradictions. At that moment, the search ended. Jessica was arrested and charged with child neglect and cruelty toward children, her bond set at $1,400,000, a clear indication of the severity of the charges against her.
And so what day did all this transpire?
She was supposed to be returned to me yesterday by 6 p.m. So the day before.
Okay, so the day before yesterday, you gave
her permission to keep Gigi overnight until 6 p.m. the next day. Okay. That was to allow her to go shopping and get some clothes and stuff because she could use them. And I need the help right now. I'm just getting back on my feet. I just got out of an abusive marriage. I didn't want to even have all of her information in my phone if I could look at it and give it to you. I didn't just give my child to somebody She actually walked across the street to the house I was at and knocked on the door and asked this after I filed my taxes. Then I got a report that I was banned. So more than 5 times she asked me to keep my child.
This is clearly a different story than the one that was told a few days ago, and detectives aren't buying what Jessica is saying.
Do you remember having a conversation where money?
I never asked her for money. Why would I? I could get an advance on my taxes if I needed.
So you never asked this worker or made any statements?
No, I went there to get a new card, and they were supposed to print me out one, and they didn't. So I was a little upset they didn't give me a new card. They mailed it, but I never asked anybody for money. I have income tax. Why would I?
Okay. When you said you don't know Crystal's last name?
I have everything in my phone. Like, I have not slept. I have not ate. I'm physically ill without my child. Thing I thought I was supposed to do, and I don't even know how this happened.
So, I mean, do you normally just...
I've never let my child stay out overnight, ever. Okay. Ever. This is the first time she stayed away from me. My daughter is my world. She's all I got, and I'm all she has. My sister is also friends with this Crystal, and my sister wants my child. And I can show you statements where she said that I need to go ahead and die from my lupus so she can get my Social Security check from my daughter.
No, what's your... My
sister called me yesterday at 3 p.m. and told me that I was going to be going to jail. And I said, well, why would I go to jail? And she was like, oh, you'll find out. And she hung up in my face. I had no idea none of this was going on.
So, you had no idea where your daughter was?
She was supposed to be in St. Augustine at the outlet getting new clothes and stuff. That's the only reason I allowed her to go, was because she asked me, she was like, Sister Woods, does Gigi, she gave me her phone number, her home address, everything I had in my phone. I called her. I did not get a return call. Whenever I got the ban from H&R Block, I sent a message and I let her know that if my child was not produced by 6 p.m. as agreed, that I would be calling the police and reporting her missing.
So did you call the police?
You guys had already issued a warrant for me. I was supposed to meet with a DCF worker this morning at 9 a.m. to bring me my daughter.
But you're saying that your child was supposed to be returned to you at 6 p.m. last night.
And when I called DCF...
So why did you not contact police last night?
Because...
So DCF contacted you yesterday?
Yes, I have all that in my phone. I needed the help. I've been going through DCF to try to get housing and stuff. Mm-hmm. So like I said, I could use the help with the clothes and stuff. I never asked her for money. Never.
Okay.
But like I said... You
don't remember having a conversation about trying to sell Giovanna?
What?
I'm just
no.
Asking.
No.
Okay.
I would never sell my child.
Okay.
I can't even believe that was even stated. My child is my life. Okay. If I lost her, I would kill myself. I can't live without my baby.
But yet you didn't call police last night.
I called DCF, who told, I thought y'all were together.
I mean, DCF is its own entity.
Do
you remember who you spoke to?
I have it all in my phone, yes. Can I have my phone so I can show you this information down? I have lupus, I have a brain tumor. I have a hard time remembering names. Okay. But I was told that DCF already had my daughter and that they were bringing her to me at 9 a.m. So I did not think that I had to call the police if she was in DCF's custody.
And that was this morning?
That was last night. Are y'all going to let me go?
Court records later revealed that she was sentenced to prison, though the exact length of her sentence remains unclear. Meanwhile, her daughter was placed in foster care, where she remains under state protection. This case serves as a disturbing reminder that some dangers come from the very people meant to protect us. Jessica had a chance to seek help, but instead, she made a choice that no parent should ever consider. While she tried to evade responsibility, the law was far less forgiving, and in the end, the price of her freedom was far greater than the $500 she was allegedly after.
Camera up there at the intersection.
Is Troy your brother?
Yeah, he's 17.
He's 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, how do you know that?
I'm just I can look stuff up on my computer. I found brother in house there at 857-102. When was the last time you saw mommy?
Some mistakes are easy to fix, others not so much. One Ohio mother learned this the hard way when a single oversight turned into a legal disaster. It was a freezing February night when officers were called to a 7-Eleven convenience store at 2 a.m. for something no one expected to see: a toddler wandering alone with no parent in sight. The child's explanation? His mother had forgotten him in the car hours earlier.
Do you know where he lives?
No. He's gonna show me, but he said he wants to warm up first.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I would say I would.
2 o'clock. How his mother has left him?
What if he's allergic to something here? Oh, yeah.
How's it going?
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Good.
That's good. Yeah.
You're not allergic to nothing.
You sure?
Yeah, are you sure, buddy? Because a lot of people are allergic to nuts. Is that fine? Oh, okay. I'll come back and get more attention. You're in my car. My car's right over here, okay?
Do SROs have contact or access to their stuff at home, I wonder?
I'm not sure.
I may have to use you since you got a car with a stomp seat.
We need a car seat?
You know,
do SROs have access to their stuff at home?
they do. What school you go to, brother?
So Lincoln will be the south side.
Alright, let me because I want him up front to show me where he lives. But I don't want to have him up front. We'll figure this out.
What's he saying?
He woke up in his mom's car. You guys said he came from that way. Can you head that way and see if there's a car door that's open? He woke up in mom's car and he was alone. The car was turned off.
Maybe your mom's name, Soundex something?
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I'll be right behind you.
You say you go to Lincoln? Okay.
You know what? We'll go ahead and I'll ride with you. I'll fuck around. Yeah, that's right. Your seatbelt, right, buddy? I think we're gonna go to zone 1.
Zone 1?
Yeah, we're just gonna go across the street. Are we gonna go this way, bud? Okay. All right, buddy. We're gonna need your help. You gotta look out the windows and tell us which way to go, okay? You live over here in these apartments?
My mom's car's parked. So, and
Let's try to remember where mom's car is at.
it's at that thing with the fire sign on it.
It's over there by the store with the fire sign on it.
Do you know what color mom's car is?
Silver.
Silver? Okay.
He says it's a truck. That's what he knows it is. That's mom's car?
Officers worked to track down the child's home, piecing together fragmented information until they found a locked, empty vehicle near a store. The situation grew more concerning as they expanded their search, eventually leading them to a nearby apartment complex. Inside, they found the boy's mother, who seemed genuinely unaware of what had happened. She insisted that she thought all of her children had come inside, a claim that would later be reviewed through surveillance footage.
It was locked. This front door was. This doesn't look familiar.
My apartment is across the street.
In that building right behind us?
Here, I'll tell you what, pull up the screen.
Right across the street.
Okay.
Ah, there we go. Hi.
Hi. He's saying this doesn't look familiar. He said it's across the street.
Over there?
Yes.
The plate came back here, though?
The plate.
She called through at 104 on the 28th of January.
There's a different one.
On Spiros?
There.
That says 858.
Yeah.
So let's go to 858.
I'll walk over there. Okay. All right, Dan. I'll be right back. Okay, bud?
What's up, buddy?
Hero, like the lock.
You want, which window? This one? Oh, are you cold?
Thank you.
Yep, no problem, buddy.
Oh. Hey, long time no see. Sorry. We gotta trying to make contact with Mom. Last house was right there, so that's why I was knocking. So. Yeah, he's like 6 years old. I don't know. That's what we're gonna find out.
Is the building to your left? Is that where Mom stays?
No.
No. So is the building to your right where Mom stays? Is that your home?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, she lives over there, but just in that apartment.
She lives in that apartment over there.
Uh-huh.
In the big building to her left.
Mhm.
Okay. Then you think your door number is 104?
Mhm.
Okay.
Actually, you just found my apartment.
I just found your apartment.
Okay, yeah. That's where her registration comes back to. He saw that they don't live there. He said he lives across the street.
Well, that's what the guy that lives in 102 said.
Yeah.
He's the guy in the wheelchair that
Yeah.
lives around here. He said that she lives across the street, so he thought it was this building.
No, he's right. He's fine to come here.
I gotta give him to Shay. You guys are trying to call her right now? Do you have a...
While the mother tried to justify the situation as an unfortunate mistake, the legal consequences were already unfolding. Under Ohio Revised Code 2919.22, child endangerment is a first-degree misdemeanor carrying a maximum sentence of 6 months in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. If prosecutors determined that her actions showed reckless disregard for the child's safety, the charge could even be elevated to a felony, leading to up to 3 years in prison.
phone number just in case I can't get a hold of her? In case we can't find her right now, I need to have a phone number. Can I get that from you guys?
You know you can get possessed by candy?
Possessed?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Because if you like it too much and you smell it, you might put your eyes up. Eat it.
It's your first time eating this week?
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you ate?
I ate many times, but not this time.
Okay. Many times, but not this time?
Why would her car be over there? Was it warm?
No.
Almost makes you want to go over to look at the video at 7-Eleven and see how long it was. I don't know if we'd see it.
I don't know that it reaches all the way across. That camera up there at that intersection.
Is Troy your brother?
Yeah, he's 17.
He's 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, how do you know that?
I'm just I can look stuff up on my computer. I found brother in house there at 857-102. When was the last time you saw mommy? Okay. Do you remember where you were? So you were in the parking lot with the flame on the building. Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's the last time you saw mommy when you were awake?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah. You see, I just woke up.
Damien said he was in a car that was turned off.
He was in my car?
Yeah.
What the f?
Who was in your car last?
I was.
When was this?
What? He was just in there? But I could have sworn he was just in here. Call Uncle Froggy. They said they just talked to a man in the
Before you can
wheelchair.
bring him over
He told them that
right with mom and
he
mom.
stayed looking for him.
Y'all talked to my uncle?
Yeah, he told them that he stayed.
I thought
He was.
Let me get my coat.
We're bringing him right over here. He's just...
Alongside criminal charges, the Department of Children and Family Services, DCFS, was notified, meaning her parenting decisions would now be under official scrutiny. Upon hearing she was being formally charged, the mother pleaded her case. As a mother of 9, she saw this as an unfair punishment that would make life even harder for her family.
Just across the street.
He at Uncle Froggy's house?
No, he's in our squad right now.
He in your squad car?
Yeah.
Come on.
He's coming in.
We're bringing him to you.
Okay.
What kind of candy you got? Kit Kat? Yeah.
No.
So, when's the last time you were in your car?
I was in my car. What time is it? It's what? Walmart.
Okay.
That was like 10. Yeah, my uncle came over here and everything.
Was he with you in the
Yes,
car?
we went to a fun night, and then I went to go get something to eat, and then we went to Walmart, and I came back. Where you been at? You was in my car. You fell asleep or something?
Yes.
I could have sworn he came in with the other kids. I pulled everything out the car, pulled one of my kids out the bag. I don't even remember not being in the house. Huh?
You got back here at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, and I pulled up right here and let all my kids out. If he was asleep in my car, I wouldn't have.
Which car is this?
It's a Dodge Journey.
So the one that is parked across the way?
At my daughter parked the car and we walked up over here. And I went in the back and went to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, he was at 7-Eleven for about 10 minutes before they called us.
7-Eleven?
Yeah, he walked across and he wouldn't. He said he woke up, he was all alone, and he was cold.
This is who was in the car with you.
Okay.
So this is my daughter.
Who was sitting next to him in the car?
I don't know. I got stuff all in my car. I had my 3 little kids in the back and she was in the front seat.
Okay.
But y'all can ask her because she was just knocked out.
You saw him walk in with you?
Yeah, he was in the car this morning coming back from the school.
Coming back from the school?
Yeah. Oh, no. We went to Walmart.
Okay.
And then we came back.
Do you remember seeing him get out of the car? Huh?
10-4, no need.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to check the cameras. I believe that there's going to be some surveillance cameras that... Well, yeah, their seats will reach all the way over there, 7-Eleven. But you don't remember him coming in?
I don't remember seeing her myself come in. I just assumed.
But no matter how unintentional it may have been, the reality was unavoidable. Her child had been left outside in dangerous conditions, and the law doesn't overlook that kind of negligence. By the end of the night, she was in police custody, charged with child endangerment, and her case was set to move forward in court.
I assumed that all my kids was in that house because I've never not got them all out the car before. So. And then by me running in and out with the stuff, I just assumed that he got out the car. I didn't know he was still asleep in my car. Yeah. Right? And then we all was in the house. My uncle even came over here and everything. I had no idea. Everybody on that.
All right. I don't know what the outcome of this is going to be. There's a potential that you could be charged with endangering the health of a child, meaning that he's been sleeping in the back of a van possibly for the past 5 hours.
In the back seat of my car, my back of my trunk has boxes, these moving boxes in the back of my trunk.
Okay. I get that.
I'm just
saying that's a potential, okay? I do have to notify DCFS of what happened tonight, so they'll probably be in touch with you. Is this a good address?
All right, thank you for bringing my boy to me. I didn't even know
problem.
in the house.
Yeah, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks, Shay. Her car is right here.
The car?
Yeah, the car that he came out of. It's parked right here. I'm not going to be able to see it. Do you want me to come back and pay for that Kit Kat? I don't have my...
No,
are you sure?
I want to pay because he was crying.
Are you sure?
So, yeah, I'm sure. Because
right.
I want to buy for him because he was crying. So, then...
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shawnee, Gray, do you want to leave all your property with her? You're going to be in and out in like 10 minutes. Completely up to you. I got to search you when you get in here. You really don't need anything. You want to just leave your coat with her then? Again, you're going to be in and out. You need to go. This is what you were charged with. So that's yours. I need 2 signatures from you. Stating that you are going to comply with the stipulations of bond. Can't leave the state of Illinois without permission of the court. You got to give written notice to the clerk of the court of any change of address with your bond, and you can be charged with violation of bail bond. Okay?
I don't have any record. I don't have anything prior to trafficking. I don't have any cases with DCFS. I've never had a problem. I have 9 kids and I've always had my children. For my son to look on his face, any child in that situation would have had a look of panic in their face. But to say I felt something for that applicant to charge me and I've never been convicted of anything is redundant to me. It's really stupid because now things are going to get harder. And if you really cared about my kids and how the situation went, why put me a charge when I've never even been in trouble?
Do you want to read what the complaint says?
I don't even care at this point. I have no choice at this point.
A single moment of carelessness now carried lifelong consequences, ones that could alter not just her future, but the future of her entire family. That's a wrap on another epic showdown. Justice has spoken, and there's no escaping it. What part of this wild ride blew your mind? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow CopStream for more hard-hitting moments. Thanks for tuning, and see you in the next one.